G'day and welcome to Cities Skylines. We're back in Amity Bay, a modded Let's Play series on my channel. So in this video, I want to take a bit of a look at our sewage treatment capacity, as well as some waste management too. Starting with water, we're good on the water pumping capacity because as we've expanded, we've been using water towers dotted about the place, so there's not really any issues there. And likely we'll continue to do that for a while, to be honest. We can maybe build a whole water pumping station setup in the future, but for now I think we're doing okay. It's really the sewage treatment that's a little dicey just now. We're starting to slide down closer to the amber level here, so I think we can build a specific water treatment area, to be honest. At the minute, we're just relying on these 4 inland water treatment plants, and I think we could ditch 2 and build a specialized area for this. When it comes to this type of thing, I really like to use these great assets from Avanya in the workshop. They just look so nice, and they're just designed for you to make a whole little water treatment complex from them. There's an administration building, grit and screen facility, these cool aeration basins and clarifiers, and there's even this cool water pumping one as an alternative to the vanilla version. So we're going to use all of them and make a little customized water treatment facility. The other thing I want to look at as we do this too is waste as well. So we're doing okay so far citywide here, using a mixture of recycling centres and incineration plants. But this new area we built out down here, I just popped in a garbage block services so we could get some coverage in, knowing I wanted to come back and take a look at this properly. I don't mind using block services every now and then just to fill a gap when I'm unsure of what I want to put there or how I want to deal with that specific service, but I don't want to just leave it there permanently. And to be honest, this one isn't even servicing this area properly. It looks okay now, but every now and then we get garbage notifications along the front part, so it needs sorted. So we have this little bus depot here, and to be honest, we have plenty of capacity at our bus depot over in our industrial area. So what we could do is pop in a waste transfer facility, and then next to our water treatment plant, put in the waste processing complex. That'll then mean the transfer facility will send garbage trucks zooming around here to keep the household waste under control. Then the transfer facility will send its trucks over here to collect the garbage, take it back and process it. And although the transfer facility has 2 little smog generating smokestacks, they're actually not that tall, so I think we can get away with it in here, to be honest. Surrounded by trees, it's not as obvious. And that opens up more options to use them as we keep expanding. Okie dokie, let's get cracking then. Make some space and speed build this out, and while I do that, let's fast forward. Okay, let's take a look at what we've got here. So starting over here with our waste transfer facility, it's doing a great job. So sending out 10 out of a possible 20 garbage trucks and mostly servicing this big residential area here, which was the idea. And you'll have seen in the time lapse, I got down nice and low to make sure we checked that it wasn't a massive eyesore in this built up area. And I think we're okay there, to be honest. Then up and over to our new waste and water treatment facilities, starting with our waste processing complex. Check out this bad boy. I mean, firstly, it's absolutely enormous, but I just love it. I've extended this road along from the one servicing our cargo train terminal further down, and I've chosen to put this up close to this main arterial road coming along here. That way, if you're burning along that road, you get a great view of it driving past. So if we take a quick look, it's sending out about 2 or 3 transfer trucks, and they're using this arterial road to head right down and across, which is great. I deliberately put this here as I wanted them to use that main route across and back again, and that way they're not getting snarled up in traffic at any point. Next door, I have 2 of the MRF suite of waste assets from Avanya that we've used before over in Bridgewater. I've turned them off as we don't actually need them yet, but that allows me to make a little complex out of these, and then when demand rises when we extend out behind this area, we're ready to go. I love how these have the little walking bridge between them, it's so cool. So I ran a road underneath as I just love that aesthetic. Then over to this side to our wastewater complex. So both of these have been built back of the main road, and the idea will be we'll put fencing, a security barrier and CCTV in, as though it's like a secure complex where you need your ID card to swipe in. In this part, I've used the admin building at the front, as the bigwigs would park their cars there and do their administrative type jobs. Then back behind, we have the processing part with this aeration basin, which I just love. Then a couple of clarifiers, which I think are pretty cool too. Then the water pumping service over the other side here with a clearer path out if any parts of the city flood. That way the vacuum trucks can fly out of here without needing to wind their way through back roads or back streets. Ignore those trees on the road there, they'll be bobbed off shortly. So that's really taken shape. I'm going to extend this frontage road right along the railway line here, and then hook an off-ramp from this highway down here into that road as well, as eventually all of this will be more industrial area as we expand in the future. And I have my eye on the new modern industrial CCP that's coming out soon to build this area out, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For now though, let me detail this area up and see how it looks after. Rightio, let's see how this turned out. So starting off with our waste transfer facility, not a lot required here at all really. It's a great asset so it doesn't need me to go overboard. I fixed the fencing around it, as you will have seen, then moved these crate props and things down so that made more sense. Then in with some concrete decals and we are good. And as you can see, it's doing a great job of handling the garbage over here now, and the wee waste transfer trucks are coming over here easily enough and then taking the garbage back to the processing complex, which is what I like to see. So if we head over there, this hasn't been overly complex either. Starting down this end, concrete decals on the vanilla parking assets as they look a bit new when just left alone, which is fine in some areas, I'm not adverse to that, but over here I wanted this to look like it had been here for a while and has had plenty of use. With the complex itself, again, not really a lot as it's quite well set up as it is. I put 2 signs on the building so we can say that the company Colossal are the ones who own this massive complex, and they're into refuse management and wastewater management. Lots and lots of concrete decals over here, which is a recurring theme to make it look very well used, very well worn, and just help it settle in. I've also gone in with some wee sim props for this build, just here and there to make it look like the factory is alive and people are working there. Around the back here with the recycling assets, I've popped in a few vanilla industry buildings back here that also go with the waste management theme we have going on. Then some trucks, some sims directing them in and out of the loading bays. These would be here so there is a way to take the processed metals and whatever away to export them or sell them on. Then around to the front, a little planter, tree and some flowers, benches and bins for the workers to come outside, enjoy some sun and eat their lunch and get away from their desks or jobs for a bit. This just gives them a nice space to do that as this facility is so far away from anything else out here. Over to our wastewater facility, so again, lots of parking for the workers, then just plenty of these tank props, so these could maybe store the wastewater treatment chemicals or something like that. Some additional vacuum truck props here. This asset had these nice planters, so I just popped in some trees so the sims could enjoy this during their lunch break as well. And I also repeated our tree planter and bench setup over the back there. I also use these shed props, almost like we have the suits indoors running the company, but out here they have these porta cabin type setups where the real work happens. Then it was just all about selecting some relevant props like crates, barrels and these superb huge big upright tanks, then repeating them around to really just bring this whole outdoor treatment facility to life. A sim or two here and there, working on the clarifiers or chatting about what needs to be done, and then more repeating props all the way around here. Then to finish the complex off, I've gone in with a little barrier out front, some CCTV for security, a couple of sims next to their little porta cabin, and then this formal signage at the front. And that's it. A wastewater processing and waste treatment facility that'll serve us well into future expansion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay, so before we go, just a quick one. We had a great suggestion for naming our forestry area. Terrible Results suggested Clayton Forestry after the character from the TV show Mystery Science Theater 3000, and I think it's a great idea, so we're going to do that. And this can be Clayton Forestry as well as the village of Clayton too, why not? I like the sound of that. So thank you, Terrible Results. Well, that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. If you're on Discord, jump over to my Discord community and say g'day. And until next time, take care, have a great day, and thanks again for watching.